The video you are about to see has all the basics of camping. There is a tent, a tarp, a sleeping bag, something to go underneath the sleeping bag to protect you from the ground. There is a pea pot that we call a chamber. You gotta have somewhere to go. We have food. We have, what are the basics? Something to cook with, something to eat with, 2 chairs to sit on. I think that's 10. I'll put a list at the end. But look at the highlights. This is the absolute most beautiful place I've ever been. I love it. And at the end, we explain earthing. That's a new concept for us. Maybe not for you, but for us it is. For me, by far, this was the absolute most peaceful, fun, fulfilled all my interests and goals camping place. We had to hike our way in, so we parked the car and then took our items into our campsite. But boy, I was not disappointed. I met a father with his children who were camping at this site, and I didn't know that it was even available. And he let me know that you have to come early if you want to get this spot. And so we did. The ducks were close by. We kind of spooked them a bit, but they eventually came back.
Spike this down with small spikes if we can.
You just go this way.
As long as you miss a root, you're okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. You get this for a certain spot, Susie, and putting it up. You're happy, and any I'll run off to get the chairs.
Okay.
I think the blessing is that the wind isn't strong.
Yeah.
Now, where's the big spike?
There's 4 right there. Here. I don't know where the door is or anything yet, so I think that might be it.
So you can see off the door, right?
You mean the door that usually goes to the vehicle? Yeah, it's closed. Yeah. Let's get 2 pegs in.
Can you just tell me where to put them?
Yeah, right here. Straight. Pulled tight on the corners. It was good. That was a viewer's suggestion. It worked well. That one's in. The ground's soft. Oh, my pin is in the ground. Can you lift it up a bit in the center?
Pull the other one out.
Did I?
No, I did.
Oh. Lift up in the center, Stan.
Hold that one in.
You can go inside and hold it. That makes it easier. Okay, I'm going to pin in. One pin on the corner came out. He's going back in, and then we've got all four.
I don't have this thing push.
Now, does that go on the broken spot?
Yeah, just put it right on the tape.
Okay.
I can't guarantee it, but it'll be all right.
Now, I would suggest securing this side because of the wind.
Okay, hammer.
Yay, didn't take that long. What a beautiful spot. Have the coffee brewing by the time you come back.
Okay. The one thing I was thinking about when we're home was this was a smaller area.
Yeah.
And we had trouble getting the tent because the trees were crushing it. And
well, it's not bad.
It's way bigger than I thought.
Oh, yeah.
Way
yeah.
bigger.
Yeah. This may end up being my most favorite spot. One corner is for peeing. One corner is for sleeping. There's our view. You don't put it into the wind to blow my screen guard off. So I'll put it down the other end. Which I will do. This is going well. He's out there somewhere.
See these three here? They stick together, the three amigos. I would say that's good in your back. Good in your back. Now here we are up here.
Straight ahead.
Oh, we're going straight ahead?
Yep.
How do you know where that comes out?
Because I looked at the map.
You sure?
Yep.
So where does it come out?
It loops around. It's supposed to be for like school education purposes or something. Oh, that's a fire pit. Lots of wood.
Yeah.
And then some old guy comes out, what are you doing on my property? Look, catches rainwater, see that?
Yeah,
and it's got a wood stove in there.
This nest, I think, is a private dwelling. I think it might belong to the back. Good in the back.
Walk the beam. Time to charge up the iPhone. What power are we at? Oh, 78% still. That's good. Goes a long time, maybe weeks.
Come out the spout. Oh, yeah, I'll have to get rid of that.
So did you sleep okay?
I wouldn't call it sleep, I was just drift. I was just drifting.
I could feel the side of the tent moving in and out, like it was a mother's breathing. You're sitting on her chest or on her lap and leaning against her chest, and she's breathing in and out slowly. It's actually quite relaxing.
We're having egg bites, which are a mixture of eggs and spinach and different spices, and also warmed up potatoes, and boy, is it ever good.
earthing. We're practicing some earthing. Is it 15 minutes yet?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, pretty
I
well.
could go for more. Sorry, what?
Yeah. 15 minutes.
So I got intrigued by this earthing thing, and I saw a video, a documentary type video on Netflix, and then I asked you to watch it with me. But I wanted at the time to know your comments about grounding and earthing from an electrical point of view, since you are a retired electrician. So you told me that those two terms are used in electrical work.
Well, about this book, I haven't read it. I've only read a couple of chapters. I really don't know the main thesis, but the writers, having talked to a number of experts in the medical field, do understand there's electrical impulse in your body and in the ground, and sometimes your body needs to come into adjustment through grounding, walking in grass, sitting with your feet dangling over a lawn chair, and it can
Touching the ground.
It can actually come to a nice inner electrical equilibrium by grounding, which we're doing right now. But the grounding, I understand, is an electrical term for domestic and commercial electrical installations, which we all deal with every day. Switch on a light, put in a plug, and every place that has electrical service has a ground wire that goes from the main breaker box down to probably a water pipe if it's metal, or a ground plate. And the reason for that is this, that if there's a short in part of the system, then instead of the electricity going to a person, it will go to ground, which is, like I said, the pipe, if it's metal in the ground, or a electrical grounding plate. And the reason for that is that the human body has a high resistance to electricity, and grounding has a low resistance. So if there's a short in a system that's connected to ground, it will go the way of the ground and blow the breaker, so as potentially can save people's lives or give them a shock.
Basically, every house is grounded.
Every house is grounded.
Which means that the electricity flows into the house. But if we touch the sink, for example, the metal sink, we're not going to get a shock in the kitchen.
That's right, because if there is an issue, it goes the way of ground and it doesn't hurt the human body. If the ground's bad or no grounding, then we as humans can be in jeopardy. So it's always good to have your electrician make sure the ground is solid, well connected, and the rest basically you can trust it, because the grounding is secure. You're secure.
That's great. So my understanding of grounding is that we have electricity in our body. Have you ever gone and had an ECG done? That's recording the electrical energy in your body. Have you ever been told that your electrolytes are low, and then they give you a drink to improve your electrolytes? We all have this electricity in our body, and then there's electricity in the earth. So the idea of grounding is that if we have too much inflammation in our system, it's going to show up in various illnesses. In my case, rheumatoid arthritis, which I've had since I was 21. And the idea of grounding is that you're sort of equalizing the electricity in your body with that of the ground. So it allows the electrons from the earth to come up in and balance out the electrolytes or the electricity in your body, so that you don't have too much. If you have too much, you're going to get an illness. So for many years, meeting with a rheumatologist, she wanted to know, like, why was my arthritis not further advanced than it should be at my age. I'm 70 now. So that's a long time, over 50 years. 50 years? I was 21. Okay, not quite. Anyways, I think now, knowing this information, that, because I'm a barefoot person, if I need something at the car and I'm in bare feet at home. If I need something in the car, I'll just go outside, get it. I don't care about shoes. I don't like shoes, really. So I'm in my bare feet a lot. And I think maybe over the years that has helped my arthritis not be as bad as it is. Now, I can't prove this, but if you want to try out grounding and just, get your own evidence. For me, it's like, man, it makes sense.